Hello, good people. Keep the smile no matter what you're going through in your life. Don't attempt to give up no matter what comes on your way. Resolve in your heart that whatever time it takes, you will succeed and you will achieve what you intend to achieve. You have only this life to live. Convince yourself that you are the best person for your life and you're going to take initiative about what you want to do about life. And at any given time, let you never convince yourself that you can't do it. I won't tell you for sure that nothing comes easy. Everything is hard unless it has been started. Actually, everything seems difficult unless you start it. So your life might be difficult simply because you have not done an attempt to start taking an initiative to do something which is going to direct your life to a different path. I want to challenge you today. Go for what you believe in. Whatever comes in your mind, the ability even to think about it is a sure proof that you can do it. Not everybody has an ability to think of those things which are in your mind. I want you to know that it is possible to achieve always anything which you want as long as you have the interest, you have the will, and of all, you take initiative. As you do these things, I want you to know one thing. It is always important to plan for what you want to do in your life. And as much as you plan, remember that you can plan, but executing the plan is always the best remedy. You are capable of doing whatever you believe you can be able to do. I do understand as a person that we have different abilities, that we are not the same at any given position. Well, according to the God creations, we will argue that we are born the same. We have the same abilities. But then the degree or to extent which we can achieve things is different. That's why the best singer is not the best educator or in another area. In other words, there is someone who is good at any particular area. Therefore, you cannot argue because you are good in one area that you are a master of the other one. What do I mean? There is something you can always do and become the best you want to be. If you feel that you're down, ask yourself, why were you born? I want you to know one thing. The moment you discover who you are, the moment you discover your purpose, the moment you discover your passion in the things which you do, you become unstoppable. It is always possible to achieve the best you want in life as long as you convince yourself, I am the best for this. I have seen people who complain about everything. It is fine to complain, but then to what extent do you complain? And do you allow the complaint or the things which you makes you not happy control over your life and your decisions about your future? So I want you to take an initiative today. I want you to think about who you are. But as you do all these things, today I want you to understand one thing. Never allow yourself to give up. Create your hope too high. Make your stakes too high. At the moment you do that one, you're going to realize that your life is going to take the shape and the direction which you as a person, you wish is going to move. Learn to respect other people's opinion. I want you to understand one thing very common with most of the people. You stay in a life expecting people to speak good about you. This is never going to happen. People will always create whatever they want to create about you, no matter how good or bad you are. And people will always prove what they want to prove. Everybody anywhere can prove the point they want to prove about you in your life. If people want to prove that you're a failure, they are going to do that. If people want to prove that you're good, they are going to do that. If people want to prove that you're bad, they are going to do what? So I want you to understand that the opinion of other people about your life your future, your dreams, your vision does not count. And you have to understand that it's not anything that is countable that counts. You might be having a lot of friends, but they don't count. Okay? And what counts is not always countable. So you have to understand, I'm not trying to contradict, but I'm simply saying whatever or anything that counts is not always countable. And whatever is countable does not always count. So therefore, you must be able as a person to differentiate the difference between having a friend and just being around people who perceive to be friends. I want you to understand the perspective of having people, the right people in your connection. Right people who are going to influence your life directly, people who are going to make your life better, people who are ready to make you grow, people who challenge you to become better in life, and not those people who just tell you everything is okay even when it's not okay. I want you to have yourself moving with the right direction about this life. I know it's possible. I know you might think that I can't do it because I come from a particular background. Let me tell you something. It is not your fault to be born in a poor background. It is not your fault to be raised up in a poor background. But you know what? It is your personal fault if you decide to die poor and unproductive. Because we are the people who make our decisions. We are the people who make decisions about the kind of life we want to live. We are taken to school. All of us have an opportunity to join school. But most of people take it for granted and they end up in different direction. That is not to mean that if you did not go throughout the whole system of education, you cannot be successful. But remember, discipline is key in whatever you want to do. So school, to some extent or one way or the other, is going to guide us to move in a particular direction. If you miss that one, just organize your life. Organize your life in a way that you're not going to suffer for the next very many years. And to this one, I want to specifically talk to those people who are below 30 years or even 40 years. Think about this one. But mostly 30 years and below. Why? If I ask you today when you want to die, I know it will be hard for you to answer this question, but everybody wishes to live the longest life ever. Therefore, ask yourself this question. How will you live the rest of your life if the few years you've been lived or the few years you've been alive, they have been of suffering, and the decisions which you are making, are they going to make you live a better life tomorrow? I want you to think for yourself. I want you to think right, as I always say, and that is going to make you to act right and take initiatives which are going to change your life once and for all. Don't allow people define your destiny. Define your own destiny, because this is your life and we have no other life to live. It's not a rehearsal. It's a life we are living. There is no future. Future is now. Remember, there is no time will come and say that nimefika future yangu. It's now. Take initiative today. And once you do that one, you're going to realize that you are your own enemy. You are the person who has been letting yourself down. Try to do the best you can, and you will achieve the best you can. Create your lane, stick on your lane, move in your lane, and I believe you will be the best you ever wish to be. Go for it. You can. You can. Yes, you can.